Hollywood has always thrived on mystery, glamour, and the hidden lives of its stars. Behind the dazzling red carpets and blockbuster roles, there's another story, one whispered in rumors, headlines, and late-night gossip. Some celebrities choose to live openly, while others keep their truth locked away, leaving fans guessing and tabloids buzzing. From unexpected paparazzi photos to strange late-night encounters, these moments only add fuel to the fire. Whether it's a refusal to label themselves or a playful silence that keeps speculation alive, the secrecy makes them all the more fascinating. In this countdown, we take a closer look at 16 celebrities rumored to be in the closet and why their private lives continue to spark such public obsession. Kevin Spacey, the star who won't answer the question. Few Hollywood names have sparked as much speculation about their private lives as Kevin Spacey. For decades, his award-winning performances, from The Usual Suspects to House of Cards, made him one of the most respected actors of his generation. Yet off-screen, Spacey's life has been clouded by persistent rumors about his sexuality. Tabloids and gossip blogs have often highlighted curious incidents, infamous photos of Spacey playing naked bongos with male friends, and even a bizarre story of him being mugged at 4 a.m. in a London park widely known as a hotspot for gay hookups. These moments only added fuel to the fire, leaving fans and critics debating what was really going on behind the scenes. What makes Spacey's case so intriguing is his response, or rather his refusal to respond. While many celebrities either deny or embrace the speculation, Spacey has consistently avoided giving a direct answer. Instead, he's offered a single cryptic stance: people should live their lives the way they want. That statement, while seemingly supportive, did nothing to settle the curiosity. By choosing silence, Spacey has ensured that the mystery around him endures. Whether intentional or not, his ambiguity has kept him on countless lists of closeted Hollywood figures, making him a constant subject of fascination. Richard Simmons, the fitness guru, who kept everyone guessing. Richard Simmons has always been one of the most flamboyant figures in American pop culture. With his sparkly tank tops, short shorts, and boundless energy, he built an empire of fitness tapes and motivational appearances. To many, his glittery persona screams openly gay. Yet Simmons has never once confirmed that publicly. His refusal to define himself has only deepened the mystery. Fans and reporters often point out that it's nearly impossible to watch one of his workout videos without believing he must be gay. Still, Simmons has kept his sexuality private, deflecting the conversation whenever it comes up. The closest he's ever come to addressing it was by talking about being bullied as a teenager, suggesting he knew what it felt like to be different. In today's culture, where openness and representation are often celebrated, Simmons's silence stands out. Was it a business decision, keeping the spotlight on his eccentric persona rather than his private life? Or was it a genuine desire to protect his personal truth? Whatever the reason, the ambiguity has only fueled decades of speculation. Richard Simmons remains the ultimate example of how personality, style, and mystery can keep fans guessing long after the cameras stop rolling. Vin Diesel, the action star who never breaks character. Vin Diesel is best known for his tough guy roles in the Fast and Furious franchise, but off-screen, he plays things just as carefully. Rumors about his sexuality have circulated for years, yet Diesel refuses to directly address them. Unlike other celebrities who either deny or embrace speculation, he takes the middle road: silence. When questioned, Diesel has explained that he won't put his personal life in magazines or make it part of his public persona. He's modeled this approach on old-school Hollywood stars like Harrison Ford and Al Pacino, who treated privacy as a sacred code. By following this tough guy code of silence, Diesel protects his image as the ultimate masculine action hero. Of course, that silence hasn't stopped the whispers. Paparazzi photos, tabloid stories, and the sheer mystery of his love life have only made people more curious. Fans wonder, is Diesel protecting a deeply personal truth, or simply rejecting Hollywood's obsession with labeling every celebrity? Whatever the reality, Vin Diesel has created a unique position for himself. By refusing to confirm or deny, he maintains control over the narrative. For now, the mystery remains intact, and audiences continue to focus on his blockbuster performances rather than the private questions he won't answer. Taylor Lautner. From teen heartthrob to tabloid speculation, Taylor Lautner shot to global fame as the werewolf Jacob Black in the Twilight Saga. With his sculpted physique and brooding looks, he quickly became a teenage heartthrob. But fame also brought intense scrutiny, and soon rumors about his sexuality began swirling. Reports claimed Lautner had been spotted at popular Hollywood gay bars, fueling speculation about whether he was quietly exploring a different side of his life. The gossip intensified when he tweeted a photo of himself with an openly gay male model, captioned with the bold line, "I've never been more attracted to someone in my life." While the post could have been playful or tongue-in-cheek, fans and tabloids pounced on it as evidence. Lautner himself has never made a formal statement about being gay. Instead, he's let the rumors run their course, choosing not to clarify or deny them. This silence has left plenty of room for speculation, and in the world of Hollywood gossip, silence often speaks louder than words. For many fans, Lautner's rumored openness isn't about labels, it's about authenticity. Whether or not he ever makes a statement, his actions suggest a level of comfort with who he is. In a city where image is everything, that quiet confidence might be the most revealing clue of all. Todd Chrisley, fame, fashion, and a family divided. Todd Chrisley, star of Chrisley Knows Best, has built his reality TV empire on quick wit, bold opinions, and a larger-than-life personality. With his love of designer fashion, polished appearance, and often flamboyant mannerisms, many viewers quickly began speculating about his sexuality. For years, tabloids have suggested that Chrisley might be gay, and those whispers have only grown louder. Interestingly, it's not just outsiders fueling the talk. Even his own son has openly stated that he believes his father is gay. Yet Chrisley continues to deny the rumors, maintaining that he is straight. He often brushes off the speculation, suggesting that his style and personality simply don't fit traditional masculine stereotypes. Still, the contradiction between his denial and the ongoing speculation has made him a magnet for gossip. Some argue he enjoys the attention and the way the conversation keeps his name trending. Others believe he's still not ready to fully confront or confirm the truth. Whatever the case, Todd Chrisley embodies the complicated intersection between fame, image, and identity. By neither fully embracing nor silencing the rumors, he leaves his audience in a constant state of curiosity, ensuring that his personal life remains just as much a headline as his on-screen antics. James Franco. The actor who redefines ambiguity. James Franco has always thrived on blurring boundaries between art and life, performance and reality, fact and rumor. From the beginning of his career, whispers about his sexuality have followed him. Instead of rejecting the speculation, Franco has leaned into it, playing with the ambiguity in ways that both intrigue and confuse audiences. In interviews, Franco insists that he doesn't define himself by labels. He's repeatedly said that the constant gay rumors don't bother him and that he finds the obsession with labeling people outdated. At the same time, he's taken on roles that reinforce the conversation, portraying gay rights activist Scott Smith in Milk and starring in the provocative homoerotic film Interior. Leather Bar. This willingness to play gay characters, coupled with his refusal to draw clear lines about his own life, has fueled endless speculation. Some see him as a straight ally who simply doesn't care what people think, while others believe his refusal to clarify is an indirect admission. Franco's strategy seems intentional. By keeping people guessing, he maintains control over the narrative and adds a layer of mystique to his career. Whether it's art, truth, or a mix of both, James Franco remains Hollywood's master of ambiguity. Bruno Mars, a superstar dodging the spotlight. Bruno Mars is one of the biggest names in music, known for his dazzling stage presence and chart-topping hits about romance and seduction. But in 2012, his personal life became a headline when a false news report claimed he had come out as gay. The rumor spread rapidly, forcing his representatives to shut it down within hours. Although the story was debunked, it left a lingering curiosity about Mars's private world. Despite singing about love, sex, and relationships, he has been notably quiet when it comes to discussing his own romantic life in detail. Some argue that, with such a massive female fan base, any revelation that might complicate his appeal could risk his commercial success. Mars himself has never fueled the speculation, preferring to keep the focus on his music and performances. Yet the absence of personal disclosure only adds to the mystery. In an age where celebrities often overshare, Mars's silence makes him stand out. Seann William Scott, the funny guy who keeps his secrets. Seann William Scott will forever be remembered as Stifler from the American Pie movies, a role that cemented him as one of Hollywood's favorite comedic bad boys. Off-screen, however, Scott's personality couldn't be more different, quiet, reserved, and intensely private. That stark contrast between his outrageous characters and his low-key personal life has fueled ongoing speculation about his sexuality. Over the years, Scott has been asked about dating, but his responses often raise more questions than answers. He's openly admitted that he avoids relationships with hot actresses, calling them nuts, but beyond that, he rarely shares details. He's also quick to remind people that he's a very private person, making it clear that who he dates or doesn't date is not for public consumption. This reluctance to discuss his love life head-on has left tabloids with a blank canvas to fill. Some interpret his quiet nature as confirmation of long-standing rumors, while others see it simply as a man who values privacy in a world where oversharing has become the norm. What stands out is that Seann William Scott doesn't seem to care about speculation one way or another. By refusing to give the media anything, he keeps the focus on his work, leaving fans both curious and slightly frustrated by the mystery. Kerry Rhodes, the NFL star caught on camera. Kerry Rhodes was a talented NFL player with a promising career, but much of the media attention he received had little to do with football. Instead, it was a series of leaked photos and videos that made headlines, images showing him half-naked, playfully cuddling, and even rolling around in bed with his male assistant. For many observers, the pictures looked like undeniable proof. Yet Rhodes firmly denied the rumors, insisting that the photos were misleading and did not reflect his sexuality. His repeated denials, however, have done little to silence the conversation. After all, most straight men don't typically engage in such intimate behavior with their assistants, and fans and gossip outlets quickly pointed out the obvious. The Rhodes story highlights the intense scrutiny faced by athletes in the public eye. In the hyper-masculine world of professional sports, coming out can be career-defining, which may explain his strong resistance to the rumors. Still, the evidence remains difficult to ignore, and his name often appears in discussions about closeted athletes. For fans, the question remains, was it just a case of misunderstood friendship, or was Kerry Rhodes hiding a bigger truth? Whatever the reality, those photos continue to follow him, keeping the speculation alive long after his playing days. Joe Simpson, from celebrity dad to scandal. Headline: Joe Simpson was best known as the father and manager of pop stars Jessica and Ashley Simpson, guiding their rise to fame in the early 2000s. But in 2012, his own name became the story when explosive rumors surfaced about his private life. A male escort came forward claiming he had a 3-hour sexual encounter with Simpson, even attaching a $600 price tag to the scandal. Simpson denied the allegations, but the fallout was immediate. Not long after the story broke, he and his wife divorced, a move that only fueled more speculation. To many, the timing looked suspicious. Was the escort lying for publicity, or had he pulled back the curtain on Simpson's hidden truth? The scandal shifted public perception of Simpson. Once known primarily as a strict, image-conscious stage dad, he suddenly became tabloid fodder. His reputation never fully recovered, and the whispers about his sexuality have lingered for years. John Travolta, a Hollywood legend, under the spotlight. Few stars have carried decades of speculation quite like John Travolta. From his breakout role in Saturday Night Fever to blockbuster hits like Grease and Pulp Fiction, Travolta has been a household name for generations. But alongside his fame, persistent rumors about his sexuality have followed him every step of the way. Despite being married to actress Kelly Preston for nearly 3 decades and raising children together, Travolta has long been accused of living a double life. Several male massage therapists have come forward with claims that he made advances toward them. Tabloids eagerly amplified these stories, painting a picture of a superstar hiding in plain sight. Adding fuel to the fire, Travolta has never shied away from musical roles or comedic performances that show a more playful, flamboyant side. From dressing in drag and hairspray to performing romantic duets on stage, his career choices have often blurred the lines between rumor and reality. Travolta himself has remained tight-lipped, never directly addressing the rumors. His silence has left fans split. Some defend him as a private man unfairly targeted, while others believe the whispers are rooted in truth. Either way, Travolta's image as both a Hollywood icon and a subject of speculation remains firmly intact. Josh Hutcherson, the open-minded heartthrob. Josh Hutcherson, best known as Peeta Mellark in The Hunger Games, has taken a refreshingly different approach to speculation about his sexuality. Rather than deny or deflect, Hutcherson has spoken openly about the fluidity of attraction. He once stated that while he is 100% straight now, that could easily change if he met a man he found attractive. That honesty alone set him apart in Hollywood. His public image further fuels the conversation. Hutcherson has posed for the NOH8 campaign, a movement promoting marriage equality, and even shared playful, risque photos of himself with pop icon Cher. For fans, these actions suggest he's not just supportive of LGBTQ+ rights, but also comfortable being associated with them personally. By refusing to box himself into a rigid identity, Hutcherson challenges the very framework that gossip magazines thrive on. Some interpret his openness as a sign he may eventually come out, while others see it simply as a confident young actor redefining masculinity for a new generation. Either way, Hutcherson's comments have kept his name in the conversation. Unlike many of his peers, he doesn't appear worried about rumors damaging his career. In fact, his honesty has earned him respect, making him one of the most intriguing young stars in Hollywood. Morrissey, the rock star who defies labels. Morrissey, the enigmatic frontman of the Smiths, has long fascinated fans with his brooding lyrics, flamboyant stage presence, and refusal to be defined. His music often touches on themes of loneliness, longing, and identity, which has only intensified speculation about his private life. For decades, listeners have wondered, is Morrissey gay, bisexual, or simply uninterested in labels altogether? His answer has consistently been elusive. Rather than defining himself, he's suggested that sex is immaterial and that people should focus on companionship, not categories. He's even said he prefers to describe his relationships in broader terms, sidestepping the question of orientation entirely. This ambiguity has only made him more compelling. To some, Morrissey's mystery is a form of artistic rebellion, a refusal to let the media dictate how he should live or love. To others, it's a sign that he may be guarding a truth he isn't ready to share. Chace Crawford. From Gossip Girl to Gossip Rumors. Chace Crawford became a household name as Nate Archibald on Gossip Girl, playing the handsome, privileged Upper East Sider everyone wanted to date. But when the cameras stopped rolling, Crawford found himself the subject of rumors that had nothing to do with scripted drama. Speculation about his sexuality has swirled for years, fueled by whispers of cozy encounters. One report claimed Crawford was spotted getting close with another man in a steam room, and tabloids quickly seized the story. Adding to the curiosity, he once shared a living space with a former NSYNC member, which only intensified public fascination with his personal life. Unlike some of his peers, Crawford hasn't fanned the flames, nor has he gone out of his way to shut them down. Instead, he quietly stepped away from the limelight after Gossip Girl, choosing lower-profile projects and a more private lifestyle. That retreat has only left fans and gossip outlets with unanswered questions. Crawford's case shows how fame, timing, and silence can shape a narrative. With little evidence but plenty of intrigue, he remains on the list of Hollywood stars who are whispered about but never confirmed. The mystery surrounding Chace Crawford lingers, proving that sometimes the lack of answers is what keeps people talking. Tom Hardy. The actor who spoke too freely. Tom Hardy has built his career playing intense, unforgettable characters, from Bane in The Dark Knight Rises to conflicted anti-heroes in indie dramas. But one offhand comment nearly overshadowed his impressive body of work. In an interview, Hardy was quoted as saying that he had played with everything and everyone, a line that tabloids immediately spun as a casual confession about his sexuality. The quote spread like wildfire, painting Hardy as an actor openly admitting to past same-sex experiences. Yet he later clarified that the remark had been taken out of context, insisting it wasn't meant as a revelation. Still, the damage, or intrigue, was already done. Fans and reporters couldn't help but wonder whether Hardy had revealed more truth than he intended. What makes Hardy's situation unique is his unapologetic edge. Even in clarifying his words, he didn't backpedal with anger or denial. Instead, he treated the controversy almost casually, as if daring the public to keep guessing. That confidence, combined with his intense roles and rugged persona, only deepened the fascination. Whether Hardy was misquoted or simply speaking freely, his name has stayed tied to speculation ever since. And in Hollywood, where image is everything, one ambiguous quote can keep a star in the rumor mill for years. Ryan Seacrest, the Eternal Bachelor. Under scrutiny. Ryan Seacrest has been the face of American entertainment for 2 decades, hosting American Idol, Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, and countless radio shows. But with all that visibility has come relentless curiosity about his personal life. Despite his success and polished public persona, Seacrest has long faced rumors about being gay. Observers point to his meticulously groomed appearance, love for designer clothing, and lack of long-term public relationships as fuel for the speculation. While he did briefly date actress Terry Hatcher, an infamous paparazzi kiss caught outside a restaurant, the relationship ended quickly, doing little to quiet the whispers. Seacrest himself has never confirmed or denied the rumors in a definitive way. Instead, he keeps the spotlight on his career, mastering the art of deflection whenever personal questions come up. This silence, combined with his bachelor status, ensures the gossip never really fades. For some, Seacrest represents the modern Hollywood figure who thrives on mystery. His carefully controlled image allows him to stay relevant, while his private life remains off-limits. Whether he's hiding something or simply uninterested in public scrutiny, Ryan Seacrest continues to walk the fine line between entertainment icon and tabloid enigma. Hollywood has always thrived on mystery, and few topics spark more fascination than the private lives of its stars. From actors who embrace ambiguity to those who fiercely guard their secrets, one thing becomes clear. Sexuality in the spotlight is never just personal. It's cultural, political, and often profitable. The lesson for viewers, however, goes deeper. Curiosity is natural, but labeling people or demanding answers can reduce complex human lives to gossip headlines. What matters most isn't whether a celebrity confirms or denies the rumors. It's the reminder that everyone deserves the freedom to live authentically on their own terms. For fans, the real takeaway is to admire talent, respect privacy, and celebrate courage when it appears. In the end, Hollywood's greatest stories aren't just about who someone loves, but about the art, creativity, and legacy they leave behind.